All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Hello, of course, sa lahat ng members ng Team Bruner, our Let Babies for March 2023. Now, before we start, I would like to apologize kung meron po kayong naririnig na background noise dahil wala pong ilaw dito. No? So, mag-live stream ng brownout. Kayang-kaya po natin yan dito sa Gurong Pinoy. Of course, we cannot miss this session. Excuse me, no? Dahil bahagi na po ito ng ating final coaching. This is final coaching day 2. Again, I apologize kapag meron po tayong background noise dahil wala pong ilaw ngayon dito sa amin, okay? So medyo tiis tayo sa ingay, no? But at least we can still continue with our live stream tonight, okay? Again, this is final coaching day 2. And tonight we will be talking about professional education, still under the new TOS. And of course, our exclusive full-length video would all be made available for Team Bruner. If you are still not a member of Team Bruner, kayang-kaya pa rin pong humabol. Just send a message to our Facebook page. Na if you are watching us on Facebook right now, the same Facebook page kung saan po kayo nanonood. Just send a message, a private message. If you are watching us naman sa ating YouTube channel, mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page later. Okay? Both our Facebook page and the YouTube channel, the name is both Gurong Pinoy. Okay? So again, good evening sa lahat-lahat. Pasensya sa background noise, wala pong ilaw. But of course, we continue with our final coaching day 2. As I have mentioned, this is going to be about professional education. So welcome everyone. Again, paki-like po ng ating video, paki-share ng ating video. Very important that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people. Mas marami po tayong matutulungan kapag nangyari po yun. Sa pag-share nyo po ng ating video, ay mas marami pong nakakakita ng ating video, and of course, we can reach out to more kaguro. Okay, so again, good evening. This is final coaching day 2, professional education, but of course, bago po yan, batiin ko lamang lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Ma'am Marites Soriano, maraming salamat po for your super chat sa ating YouTube channel. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Okay, and of course, mag-start po muna tayo with our opening prayer. Kaya samahan niyo po ako mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. Alright, now once again, this is final coaching day 2. Paki-like na po, paki-love ng ating video. We will be starting in a few minutes. Good evening, Ma'am Geneva Sumili Pales from Dumaguete City. Good evening po sa lahat ng mga taga Dumaguete. Hello po. Si Tina, si Jid, si Evan, that's coming from Sir Evander de Jesus, LPT very, very soon. Good evening po. Shout out daw sa kanila. Okay, so again, sana po hindi masyadong maingay yung ating background noise. Sana ako po ay inyo pa rin naririnig, no? Again, pagpaumanhin nyo na po at wala po tayong ilaw, okay? So medyo maingay po yung ating background, okay? Alright, so again, tonight is final coaching day 2. This is for Prof Ed. Like, love, share our video, start a watch party, tag your friends, and of course, if you can become a member of Team Bruner, magpa-member na po, just send a message to our Facebook page. We start with question number 1. Okay, number 1. What is demonstrated by DepEd's emphasis on learning and assessment for percentage contribution to the grade of students in grades 1 to 10? Is it letter A, more value for written work? Letter B, more stress on student discipline? Letter C, more stress on leadership? Or letter D, more importance for performance task? Okay, what is your choice? Number 1, sabi ni Sir Rocky, letter D. Sir Joshua, letter D. Sir Marky, letter D. Okay, I see a lot of letter D's for question number One. Okay, a lot of you are saying that you can already see some improvements, no? So, congratulations, sabi ni Sir Christian Erwin Cancino. Hi, Teacher Mec, I'm so happy na tumataas na po yung scores ko sa quiz. Okay, and of course, that is our goal. And again, from the experience of our LPTs, no, minsan nga po sinasabi nila, mas mahirap pa yung ating quiz kesa sa actual na licensure exam for teachers. Okay, so wag po kayo mawala ng pag-asa, and of course, wag paghinaan ng loob kapag ka mababa yung score sa quizzes. Just continue with the drills, no, hanggang sa tayo po ay mag-improve. Alright? So, I see a lot of letter D's. Okay, letter D's for question number 1. And of course, that is correct. Okay, so more importance, more focus is given sa ating pong performance task. Now, that's under DepEd's K to 12. Okay, so here, you can see the weight of the components for grades 1 to 10. As you can see, you have written work, performance task, and of course, you also have your quarterly assessment. Okay, and as you can see, kahit sa sa aling subject po, no, sa language, AP, ESP, science, math, MAPE, EPP, TLE, ang pinakamataas na bahagdan or pinakamataas na percentage would be for your performance task, because we want our students to make their learning more authentic. We want them to be doing as real the task as real as tasks as possible, no? So a real task, and of course meaningful learning by doing, experiential learning. That yan lahat yung ina-advocate ng ating K to 12. Okay, so performance task, that's tumpak, no, for number 1. We go to question number 2. When does Thorndike's law of readiness best apply? Is it letter A, when teachers require quick answers to questions? Letter B, when a teacher gives enough time for students to answer questions? Letter C, when a teacher pairs the quick and slow learners? Or letter D, when a teacher prepares well for a presentation? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 2? Okay, number 2, ano po yung ating tumpak na choice? Alhamdulillah, sabi ni Sir Haris Mangadad. Tumaas ng konti yung score ko. More pa, Adja. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so congratulations, and of course, assalamualaikum sa ating mga Muslim brothers and sisters. Okay, I see a lot of letter B's for number 2. Letter B, as in boy. Tumpak kaya ang letter B, boy, for question number 2. Again, paki-like po, and of course, paki-share ng ating video. Okay, letter B. So the question here is talking about the law of readiness according to Thorndike. And the correct choice here is letter B, when a teacher gives enough time for students to answer questions. That is tumpak for number 2. Okay, now you remember the 3 laws of learning according to Edward Thorndike. No? So you have the law of effect, the law of readiness, and the law of exercise. Okay? So sabi ni Edward Thorndike dito, basahin ko muna, humans and animals acquire behavior through SR association, the association of stimuli and response. Stimulus is anything that can elicit a response. Anything that can make you react is a stimulus. No? So, sabi ni Thorndike, we learn when we form associations between our stimuli and the responses that we make. Okay, so unang-una, law of readiness, ito po yung nasa question natin. Students learn best when they know why they need to learn it. And of course, when they are ready. No? So you cannot teach someone who's in grade 9 geometry or high level na knowledge, hindi pa nila kaya, no, hindi pa nila kayang matutunan. So that's the law of readiness. Now, common question sa LET, meron pong question sa LET na you can take the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink water from the river. Okay, so that's also pertaining to the law of readiness. It's very important that we are motivating our students. It's very important that we are waiting, we are giving them wait period or wait time. When we are throwing the questions to our students, naghihintay tayo na ma-digest muna nila yung question, makapagbuo muna sila ng sagot. and then we ask them to answer the question. Okay? Now, the law of effect here, sabi ng law of effect, no, I love eating chocolate again and again because every time I eat it, I feel so, so good. Okay? So, sabi naman ng law of effect, kapag ka maganda yung epekto o ulit-ulitin ng estudyante or ng tao, no? Kapag ka hindi maganda, iiwasan mo na. Okay? So, pag ikaw ay naging masaya sa isang experience, uulit-ulitin mo ito. Sana all naging masaya sa experience niya. Okay? And of course, you have the law of exercise. Sabi naman ng law of exercise, no, practice makes perfect. Kapag ka ikaw ay nag-stop na mag-aral, nagiging purol, no, nagiging mapurol na yung inyong utak. So yan yung sabi, I have stopped studying so long ago, now it is so hard to sit and study again. Sabi naman ng isa ng babae, I have been studying every single day and it's getting easier and easier to study. Parang katulad ninyo, di ba? Nagiging madali na yung items, nag-i-improve yung ating scores sa ating drills because we have been doing it for a number of months already. Okay? So, kumbaga, tinatasan, no? Sina-sharpen yung inyong memory, sina-sharpen yung inyong skills so that you can have better scores. Okay? So, that's the law of exercise. Alright? So, again, letter B po, ang ating tumpak na choice, give them enough time so that they can be ready to answer your questions. Okay? We go to question number 3. What will you see as an application of Pavlov's idea of discrimination? Is it letter A, monitoring low achievers in class? Letter B, giving way for peer tutoring? Letter C, engaging students in collaborative learning? Or letter D, allowing students to choose electives? What's your choice? Number 3. Sir Miko Olete, yung ating pong pre-board, hindi ko na po ni-reopen kasi po yung inyo pong sinasagutan kada meron po tayong live ay galing din po sa pre-board. So ito po, galing po ito sa ating pre-board. Okay, so there really is no need to reopen our pre-board kasi chinap-chap po natin siya for our final coaching. Ma'am Jessa Kakananta Tibok. Hi Ma'am Mek, good evening po. Maraming salamat sa lahat. Katatapos lang ng oath-taking kahapon at kayo po naisip ko kung bakit nandoon po ako kahapon. Napapaluhan na lang ako sa tuwa. Thank you so much Ma'am Mek sa lahat ng nandito. Wala na pong duda, LPT na po. God bless palagi, Gurong Pinoy. Maraming salamat Ma'am Jessa Tibok and of course congratulations. Isa na po siya sa ating mga libo-libong LPTs. Congratulations po again, Ma'am Jessa. Okay, number 3, I see C's. Okay, tama kaya ang letter C? Okay, so sabi ng ating question, application of Pavlov's idea of discrimination. You remember discrimination, no? So sabi ng idea ni Pavlov mo, under the classical conditioning, there are two terms. You have your generalization and discrimination. Ang generalization po, iisa lamang yung inyong response sa kahit anong stimuli. Kapag halos magkaparehas yung stimuli, iisa lamang yung inyong response. Ang discrimination naman, alam mo kung ano yung magiging response mo in this certain stimulus, iba din yung magiging response mo sa isa pang stimulus, no? Kahit na halos magkaparehas sila, for example. Okay, so what do you think is the correct choice? We're talking about discrimination. Okay, pay po muna at wala pong electric fan. Okay, wala pong aircon, brown out dito sa amin, or rotational brown out pa more, sabi ng NGCP ba? National Grid. Okay. So is it letter A, monitoring low achievers in class? Letter B, giving way for peer tutoring? Letter C, engaging students in collaborative learning? Or letter D, allowing students to choose electives? Of course, let's try to check muna the different choices. Baka meron pong hindi nakakaintindi. No? Whenever you say peer, this is a person na parehas po kayo ng estado. No? So usually when you say peer, this is someone who has the same age and who has the same status in the society. No? So, kunwari kaibigan mo, that's your peer. Okay? So, when you say peer tutoring, your friend, your classmate is going to help you in your studies. Okay? So, collaborative learning, halos magkaparehas po sila ng collaborative learning. Okay? So the correct choice here, of course, would be letter D, allowing students to choose electives. Okay, so kumbaga, iba-iba yung reaction ng estudyante sa iba't ibang stimuli. Merong mga subjects na mas gusto ng student, iba yung kanilang reaction or iba yung kanilang responses to certain subjects, iba din yung responses nila sa mga subjects na ayaw nila. Kunwari ikaw, no, kapag ka medyo allergic ka sa math, ayaw mo ng math. Kapag ka nakikita mo yung math, parang nanginginig ka na, no? Ayaw mo na talagang mag-solve. Okay, so give up ka na. But if you see your major, for example, or something that you are really fond of and you are interested in, then your response, your reaction is different. Okay, so that would be an application of Pavlov's idea of discrimination. Letter D for number 3. Okay, so you remember classical conditioning and operant conditioning? Classical conditioning po yung kay Pavlov, sabi niya, you associate an involuntary response and a stimulus. Okay, so SR pa rin siya, no? Stimulus, response, associations. Yan po yung classical conditioning. Operant conditioning naman by B.F. Skinner, you associate a voluntary behavior and a consequence. Okay, later I would be giving you more explanations on these two very important forms of theories, no, under behaviorism. Okay, we go to number 4. On types of questions which promotes interaction among learners. Letter A, convergent questions. Letter B, inference questions. Letter C, cognitive questions. Or letter D, divergent questions. What do you think is the right choice? Number 4. Okay, batiin ko lamang Ma'am Renelyn Bakot Zorilla. Good evening po, Ma'am Mek. Thank you so much po sa tulong at pagtsatsaga sa pagtuturo. Lagi po ako mababa sa mga quiz ninyo, pero hindi po ako napaghinaan ng loob at tiwala lang sa sarili at lagi ko pong binabalikan ang mga YouTube review ninyo po. Sobra po ako maraming natutunan kasi sobrang linaw po ang discussion. First taker po ako noong October 2, no, at LPT na po ako from Team Piaget. Maraming salamat, Mamek. Good luck po sa mga takers sa March. Maraming salamat and of course, congratulations, Ma'am Renelyn Zorilla. Okay, so LPT na din po si Ma'am Renelyn. Congratulations po at maraming salamat sa inyo pong feedback. Okay, so again, wag pong magduda sa Gurong Pinoy. Kapag hindi pa po tayo enrolled, no, sa Team Bruner, yan yung sabi sa baba ng ating video. Enjoy the full video, download our materials, join Team Bruner by sending a message to Gurong Pinoy's FB page. Wala po kayong pagsisisi kapag nag-enroll po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy. Okay, what's your choice? I see a lot of letter D's and that is tumpak. We are looking for a type of question that would promote interaction. That means maraming kukuda, maraming chichika, maraming yung sasagot. And these types of questions are your divergent questions. Okay, let's try to differentiate your convergent and divergent questions. Okay, so ang convergent questions mo, you start with information and these converges or these pieces of information converge on a solution. No, iisa lamang po yung sagot kapag convergent ang inyong question. Pag divergent question naman, you start with a prompt and you can generate multiple solutions, different types of answers. Okay, so divergent questions yung ating hinahanap. Yung cognitive question mo naman, letter D, of course, when you say cognitive, that pertains to the mind, no? So, mental type of questions, medyo nakakasakit sa ulo ng mga types of questions. But of course, we need to be specific, okay? So, maaari kasing cognitive question siya, pero wala namang interaction yung students kasi pa isa-isa yung pagsagot nila. Inference questions, ganun din. Remember, when you're making inferences, you have to use your observation and then you have to come up with your inference, no? So, usually, pa-single lang din siya. Pa-solo, no? So, solo type of question siya. Solo type of activity siya inside the classroom. Okay, so letter D is tumpak for number 4. We go, meron pa akong explanation para dyan for inference questions. These are often used in reading comprehension tests. And we do not usually have a direct answer within the text. So, kumbaga nga, inference mo. Depende sa inyong observation at depende din sa inyong opinion, no? Sa opinion na inyong na-form. Okay. All right, number 5. What is the descriptor for a numerical grade of 90 as level of proficiency? Is this letter A, satisfactory, letter B, fairly satisfactory, letter C, outstanding, or letter D, very poor? Okay, what's your choice? Number 5, this is a very common question sa Prof Ed po. Paulit-ulit po ito, no? The different levels of proficiency according sa grading system ng K to 12. Okay, Ma'am Sanon, Sir Sanon Adovas. Good evening, Ma'am Mek. Naka-timing din. Just want to say thank you po, former Team Piaget, Soksay Major Unit Earner, First Taker. Salamat po, LPT na din po ako. At nag-aasikaso na ng license. Big TY po. Congratulations, Sir Sanon Adovas. Isa na din sa ating mga LPTs. Okay. All right, what's your choice? Number 5, ICCs. Sure na. Uh-huh. Okay, so 5, letter C. And of course, the correct choice here is letter C, outstanding. Okay, so these are the different descriptors that you have, no, based sa grading system ng ating pong K to 12. Okay, so 90 to 100, that's outstanding. 85 to 89, that's very satisfactory. 80 to 84 is satisfactory. 75 to 79 is fairly satisfactory. And below 75 did not meet expectations or failed. Okay, so failed, did not meet the expectations. Now remember, meron pang common question na based on this, kapag kadalawa lamang po, no, dalawa yung bagsak mo, at kapag nakaya mo yung remedial class, no, summer remedial class ng inyong dalawang bagsak na ipasa mo, pwede kang mag-move sa next grade level. Pero kapag sobra sa dalawa, kailangan mo pong bumalik, no? So that same grade level. Okay, so that's also a common question sa inyong licensure exam for teachers. Okay, we go to number 6. On Tolman's purposive behaviorism theory, how can teachers be purposive and goals-directed in teaching? Is it letter A, they shorten lesson presentation? Letter B, they state lesson outcomes clearly and specifically? Letter C, they deliver the complete lesson? Or letter D, they repeat lesson presentation twice? Okay, what's your choice? I see letter B is for number 6. Letter B ba ang tumpak na choice for question number 6? Again, please like and of course share our video po so that we can reach out to more people. If you are answering sa ating po Facebook page and you are still not a member of Team Bruner, we have so many videos po sa Team Bruner. We also have our classified files. And so magpa-member po kayo, just send a message sa ating Facebook page. If you are watching us on YouTube naman, punta po kayo later sa ating Facebook page para po mapanood ninyo yung full-length video at ma-download po lahat ng ating files. Become a member of Team Bruner. Dire-diretso na po yan until the day that you take the LEP. Okay, letter B. Ang question natin dito, no, purposive behaviorism. May purpose ang inyong behavior, no? May direksyon, meron kang goals na kailangan i-hit. And of course, the correct choice here is letter B. Okay, so letter B po is tumpak. They state lesson outcomes clearly and specifically. And so it is very important, no, kapag ikaw po ay nag-a-apply bilang isang guro at ikaw po ay pinag-demo, it is very important that you state the objective. Sa Amerika, minsan sinusulat, no. Hintay ko lang pong ma-close yung door at maingay. Okay, so sa Amerika po ay nakapost sa door, no, yung mga lesson objectives, objective for the day, nakapost po yan sa board, no. Hindi ko alam kung dito sa atin ganun din yung ginagawa. But even while it is posted, even if it is posted on the board, we still have to restate it. Okay, so we still have to state, we still have to talk about our objectives. At within your lesson, dapat binabalikan mo siya, inuulit-ulit mo siya para hindi kumbaga mapariwara yung inyong mga estudyante. Alam ng estudyante mo na, ganito pala yung dapat kong malaman at dapat kong matutunan, yung goal na dapat kong ma-hit. At the end of this lesson, dapat alam ko kung paano na gawin ito. Okay? So when you do your demo teaching later, dapat po ginagawa nyo yan. Okay? So you state the lesson objectives. Alright, puntahan natin si Tolman. Okay? So sabi ni Tolman, learning is always purposive and goal-directed. Okay? So dapat meron talagang purpose yung ating learning at dapat meron talaga tayong goals. Okay? Okay, so sabi ni Ma'am Erica Marce, sinasabi before mag-start ang lesson, individuals do more than merely respond to stimuli. So yung mga tao daw, yung mga estudyante, hindi lamang nagre-respond to stimuli, pero kailangan ay alam nila kung ano yung dapat nilang matutunan. Okay? Now, aside from this, ito pa yung mga binigay sa atin ni Tolman. We've also discussed this before. Yung cognitive maps, no? Ito yung kumbaga nagagawan mo ng mapa, ng mental maps or cognitive maps, ang location. Okay, so here, sabi ni Tolman, famous experiment on rats concluded that organism or individual, to be exact, learn the location and will select, very important, they will select the shortest or easiest path to achieve the goal. Okay, so individuals would make cognitive maps now in their brain. They can make the maps of their location and they would always try to choose the shortest path, okay, in order for them to reach that certain destination that they want. Okay, so yan po yung cognitive maps. And aside from that, meron din siyang tinatawag na latent learning or latent learning, no? Learning that remains or stays within the individual until needed. Learning that is outwardly manifested at once. So, kunwari, yung 2-year-old mo, hindi pa niya alam yung gamit ng remote, okay? But kapag 6 years old na siya, for example, medyo matanda na siya at alam na niya kung paano gumamit ng remote, he can use it outwardly at once. Okay? So ito din ay napakita ng rats ni Tolman. Okay? So nung wala silang motivation, walang food na binigay si Tolman, hindi sila pumupunta dun sa exit na merong food. Okay? So yung ginagawa nila, paikot-ikot lang sila. Kunwari, wala silang na-learn. But actually, once Tolman has placed the reward, which is in the form of food, diretso na kaagad. No? Ang bilis na nila, pumunta na dun kaagad sa food. No? That's latent learning and also, of course, cognitive map. They can make a map of the different locations in their brains, and of course, they are going to use the shortest route. Okay, so that's Tolman. All right, we go to number 7. Since chromosome endowment differs between male and female, what chromosomes belong to females? Is it letter A, X, Y, and Z? Letter B, Y. Letter C, X. Letter D, X and Y. Ayan, bright na ang mga rat. Okay, 7. What is your choice? Sana naalala nyo, Tolman, purposive learning theory. And of course, meron siyang latent learning or latent learning at meron din po siyang cognitive maps. Tolman po yan lahat. Okay, number 7, ICCs. Now we are talking about the chromosomes. Chromosomes. Of course, when you say chromosomes, ito po yung genes natin. No? Ito po yung molecule na coiled, kung saan nakikita yung different inheritance natin coming from the parents. And this would differ between male and female. So what chromosomes belong to your females? The correct choice here is letter C, X. Okay? So as humans po, the total number of chromosomes that we have is 46. Okay? So 46 po ang ating total number of chromosomes, or that would be 23 pairs, 23 pares. Sa 23 pares po, 22 pairs of those would be your body chromosomes or your autosomal chromosomes. At only 1 pair would be your sex chromosomes. Okay? So sa female po, yung sex chromosomes would be XX, pero sa male po is XY. Okay? So mas maliit yung Y chromosome, no? So XX will be for female, XY will be for male. And so hindi po pwedeng XYZ. We are talking about females. Yung B mo may Y, yung D mo may Y. So cannot be. Your only choice would be letter C, X. Okay? So it would have been better kapag ka XX siya. No? Kaya lang X lang yung binigay. Pero yan pa rin yung ating pinaka magandang choice. Okay? So 7 is letter C. We go to number 8, which is a ground for the revocation of professional license. Letter A, habitual use of drugs. Letter B, courting of student. Letter C, unexcused absence in school. Or letter D, habitual tardiness. Okay, what is our choice? All right, I see a lot of letter A's. Tama kaya ang letter A? Nagparamdam na naman si X. Okay? Pati sa chromosomes, naalala nyo si X. Alright, number 8, letter A. Sana hindi masakit yung inyong tenga. Sana klaro naman no, yung aking boses. Pasensya na po. At walang ilaw. Okay, number 8. So sabi ng number 8 mo, alin dito ang ground for revocation? When you say ground for revocation, it is a reason that your license na inyong pinagpaguran, no? So pinagpaguran, pinapakaingatan ay mabawi, no? Mabawi yung inyong lisensya. Okay, the correct choice here is letter A, habitual use of drugs. Tama po yung letter A. Remember, courting of students, sabi ng inyong code of ethics no sa mga teachers po pwede pong maging boyfriend girlfriend actually no, so consentidora yung inyong code of ethics no. So po pwedeng maging boyfriend girlfriend yung teacher at students, but they just have to exercise utmost discretion. Dapat lamang ay umiiwas sa mga marites no, so dapat sikretong malupit, hindi lang obvious. Yan po yung sinasabi ng inyong code of ethics. So okay lang po yung courting of student. Unexcused absence, habitual tardiness, hindi po. Letter A ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay? All right, now these are the different grounds for revocation, no conviction for any criminal offense, immoral, unprofessional, or dishonorable conduct. Kunwari, merong ni-rape si teacher, wag naman sana, no? Or merong ginawang malaswa si teacher. Declaration for being mentally unsound or insane, no? Which is very sad. Meron yata dati MMK na si Piolo Pascual, no? Na napraning siya, and so hindi din po pwede. Malpractice, gross incompetence, the use of or perpetration of any fraud. Okay, so ayan, peke yung inyong registration, ng inyong lisensya. Ito po, the letter F yung ating hinahanap. Okay, so sa ating mga members, later on, just go back. Pwede nyo pong balikan ito. Alright, we go to number 9. On principles of teaching and learning, what do Field and Gestalt theorists see as a way to develop learners? Is it letter A, learning by perceiving the environment? Letter B, learning by change in thinking? Letter C, learning by imitating ideas and tasks? Or letter D, learning by doing things? Okay, Sir Patrick A. Maluya, sulit dito sa dami ng magagandang naririnig ko kay Coach Mac. Ngayon pa lang ako mag-take ng let, pero nagpa-member na ako. Team Piaget pa lang. Good luck sa ating lahat. Good luck, and of course, thank you, Sir Patrick Maluya. Sir Harji or Ma'am Harji, just send a message po sa ating Facebook page para po ma-check yung dati nyo pong membership. Okay, number 9, ICAs. Okay, letter A for number 9. Okay, number 9, letter A, sabi dito, Field and Gestalt theories, ano yung kanilang idea on the development of learners. Okay, so the correct choice here is letter A, perceiving the environment. Okay, perceiving the environment, tumpak po. Now, remember, the field theory was by Kurt Lewin, no? So sabi ni Kurt Lewin, field is actually it's actually equal to your perception. So kada tao daw may kanya-kanyang perception. When you say perception, this is how you see different things around you, okay? So different stimuli around you. Gestalt naman, of course, when you say gestalt, this is a German term for form and shape. And remember, the gestalts were also the ones who introduced multimedia, no? Mas maraming senses yung napoprovoke, the better, sabi ng inyong gestalts. And they also said that the whole is more than the sum of its parts. Okay, so it's also perception. Between your field and gestalt theorists, parehas po silang perception. Okay, so letter A for number 9. Number 10, which of the following can best advance leadership skills among students? Letter A, advise them to follow group rules. Letter B, give them regular advising. Letter C, refrain from calling them for recitation. Letter D, make them head group activities. Ma'am Evangeline Tan Velasco. Good evening po, Ma'am Mek. Thank you so much po sa tulong nyo at sa bumubuo ng Gurong Pinoy. Sobrang laking tulong po sa aking pagre-review ang lahat ng live at videos nyo po. First take ko lang, LPT na po ako. God bless you po. Maraming salamat and congratulations, of course, one of our LPTs, Ma'am Evangeline Velasco. Okay, from Team Piaget. So next na ang Team Brunner. Ayun na, malapit na mag-March 1. Kabado na ba? Excited na ba? Because at last, magiging lisensyado na, kayang-kaya natin yan, okay? So kahit brown out, mag-review tayo. Kahit mahina yung internet, mag-review tayo. Kahit may ulan, mag-review tayo, okay? So don't give up. Less bait muna, less Korean drama, okay? Medyo alat muna the most of your time for your review. Okay, so again, movie marathon po. Balikan lahat ng ating videos sa ating YouTube channel. At least 3 videos kada araw. No? Yan po yung advice sa atin ng ating pong mga top-notchers and of course, ang ating pong mga passers. Okay, kung hindi pa po kayo member, again, para po mapanood lahat ng ating videos, full-length videos, ma-download yung ating files, kasama din po yung ating classified files, ay magpa-member po kayo. Just send a message sa ating pong Facebook page, mag-private message po, para kayo po ay makahabol. No? Palagi po pwede po kayong humabol. Okay, number 10, which of the following can best advance leadership skills? Paano magkaroon ng leadership skills? Ang ating mga estudyante, the correct choice, of course, is to make them head group activities. Okay, so bigyan sila ng chance para makapag-head naman, makapag-leader, para of course ma-promote yung kanilang leadership skills. Okay, so letter D ang ating pong tumpak na choice. We go to number 11. What is computed to get a quarterly grade for MAPEH's 4 areas combined? Music, arts, PE, and health education. Is it letter A, get the average? Letter B, add all 4 grades. Letter C, PE grade is dominant. Or letter D, music grade will prevail. Okay, what is our choice? Ma'am Flora May Gomez, yes po, yung mga videos po natin when we started Piaget, no, napuputol po yung nasa YouTube channel. But again, meron po tayong mga early videos po natin, hindi po putol. No? So balikan niyo po yung lahat. We started doing live streams in 2020. So that's around 2 years, no? 2 years of full videos bago tayo magkaroon ng membership kasi para may edge din yung ating mga members. Preview lamang yung nakikita ng ating YouTube at of course ang ating Facebook page para hindi naman unfair sa ating members. Okay? But prior to 2022, diretso pa po yung ating discussion sa ating YouTube channel. Okay, letter A for number 11, and that is tumpak. Okay, so you get the average of all those 4 components. Hindi lamang adding, hindi lamang po isang subject or isang component yung may edge, hindi PE lamang, music lamang, but you get the average of all 4. Okay, we go to number 12. Which of the following can best help encourage shy and timid students to participate in class activities? If you have students who are shy and timid, how can you make them participate in class activities? Letter A, send them to the guidance office. Letter B, provide counseling. Letter C, give them a leadership role in groups. Or letter D, ask them to bring their parents for query. Okay, what is our choice? Number 12. Okay, very easy, no? So yung sinasabi ko lagi yung Prof Ed po, wag po kayo matakot sa Prof Ed kasi usually yung Prof Ed po ay common sense, no? Basta naintindihan natin yung tanong at nahihimay-himay natin yung tanong, nako-comprehend niyo yung tanong, alam niyo po yung inyong magiging sagot. Okay, sa mga TLE major natin, meron po tayong live review tomorrow with Coach John sa ating pong Facebook page, sa ating pong groups, and of course sa ating YouTube channel. Libre po yan sa lahat, no? Because he is our guest lecturer. So sa mga guest lecturers po natin, libre po yung kanilang review tomorrow. So if you are a TLE major, punta po kayo bukas, 7 p.m. It can be on our YouTube channel, it can be on our Facebook page, or if you are a member po, pwede din po sa ating group. Okay, so what will you do? Of course, you have to give them leadership roles. Okay, parang katulad ng kanina, yung ating pong question. All right, 13. Which of the following best supports professionalism among teachers? Letter A, integrity of top education officials. Letter B, provision of adequate financial support for schools. Letter C, directions laid down by school principals and supervisors. Or letter D, policies responsive to the teacher's professional competencies. Okay, what is our choice? Soksay, meron din po tayo sa Soksay. That's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, March 7th. Meron din po tayong libre full-length video sa ating page at sa ating pong YouTube channel. Okay, but for you to watch all our full-length videos, please become a member of Gurong Pinoy's Team Bruner. Okay, ICDs, Ds. Okay, so sabi dito, alin yung nakakapag-support ng professionalism among teachers? Okay, so which one supports professionalism among teachers? Sabi ng A mo, top education officials, may financial support lang sa school, school principals and supervisors, halos magkaparehas lang ng A at C. Letter D, of course, is tumpak. Okay, so D ang tamang choice. We go to number 14. In the 4 phases of curriculum development, which process refers to determining rate of achievement of learning outcomes? Letter A, designing. Letter B, implementation. Letter C, planning. Or letter D, evaluation. The question is determining the rate of achievement. Kumbaga, a rate of success. Okay, the rate of success. Naging successful ba? Meron bang mga kapalpakan? Meron bang kailangang i-improve? Okay, so which part of curriculum development would that be? Okay, meron po tayong 3 videos on curriculum development. So kung hindi niyo pa po napapanood yung 3 videos na yan, punta po kayo sa ating YouTube channel na. So full-length videos po yung 3 nating videos for curriculum development or CD. Okay, so the correct choice here, determine the rate of achievement. That, of course, would be letter D, evaluation. Okay, so unang-una gagawin mo, magpaplano ka, and then you would design the curriculum, and of course, you would implement it. Gagawin mo na, no, yung mga nakasulat sa inyong curriculum plan. And of course, after that, you have to evaluate. Okay, so naging successful ba, na-achieve ba yung learning outcomes or hindi? Okay, so letter D is tumpak. 15. Who is at the center of the teaching learning process in education? Ito, as an education graduate, alam na natin to. Or if you are a unit earner, alam mo rin dapat ito, no? So, bonus na ito. Okay, so 15, what is our choice? Who is at the center? At the center of the teaching learning process? Para kanino ba bumabangon si ma'am? Si principal, para kanino, lahat ng schools at lahat ng mga policies sa Department of Education, or it might be sa ating private schools. The correct choice, of course, is the learner. Letter C is tumpak. Okay, number 16, for test construction. Why are teachers required to come up with a table of specifications? To ensure that the test have, ito very common question din, okay? So bakit may TOS dapat? Bakit po tayo may TOS kapag gumagawa tayo ng ating lesson plan?